Wow, just what we needed. Another takeover. Apparently now Flurona is the new combination of the flu and the coronavirus. And it made our news here in Detroit, which is, we want to always be on top of things. So, we'll see if how many cases that they're find here. But I think it's so interesting that everybody thinks they're so powerful because, of their beliefs or their religion or their position and everything. And in reality, human beings, even animals, anything that's a living being, is totally being controlled by a virus or two who use the human being body as a host to continue to grow and continue to do things. And I saw this one thing about, oh, why should we bother with the mask and the vaccines and that, and someone says, well, why did because we still get the viruses and that, and somebody says, well, what about, why do we have airbags, why do we have seatbelts, and yet we still have brakes, but we still have accidents. And I thought, that's kind of really what's going on, isn't it? It's like we try to compartmentalize everything so much, and yet in reality, there's no way to stop a virus. They can hinder it. I mean, and that's what they're trying to do. And science is working, around the clock trying to do it. But as long as humans continue to do what they do, and a lot of them are doing things in very safe and very thinking ways. And then there's a lot that are doing it in, all about me and that. But the interesting thing is everybody's blaming somebody else. But the reality is everybody is responsible because you're a living being and this virus wants to attach itself to you. So you're the host to every virus that comes around, every bacteria, So we have all these diseases and everything, and nobody sees these viruses or bacteria. They're invisible to the eye, and yet we humans think we've got the control over the world, and I got news for you. We got nothing. We got absolutely nothing. I mean, if the virus wants to get you, they're going to get you, and I don't care who, what, or where you are. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I have people I care about who have been doing the precautions, but they work in an environment that exposes them, and they're doing the best they can. And then I know people that it's all about me, and I'll do what I want to do when I do it. And I'm thinking, it's hard to live in a world that is so divisive, but it's even harder to live in a world that, because of the global our world. I mean, I live in Michigan, and we are having winter now in January, but we used to have winter starting in November. So the global warming has really impacted us, which creates a breeding ground for so many viruses and bacteria that normally kind of got froze out, So then when they don't seem to ever go underground anymore. I mean, I used to remember when, oh, good, it's cold enough, the mosquitoes are gone, We had mosquitoes in December. Somebody actually had a mosquito bite them in December. So it's sort of like, I don't know, we really got a mess here, and I'm really hoping that we start to wake up to the call of, we're responsible for all this. I mean, we're the ones that cause all of our troubles, and now we've got to figure out, wow, how do we undo some of this? And more importantly, I think, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, this is my vlog, and I'm giving my opinion. My opinion is this: can we undo it? Or just is it to the point now where we can't undo the mess we made, but we can create new solutions? And I think we're more at that level. We need new solutions because trying to go back to what we had is not working. But there could be new solutions. I mean, I am isolated because of having autoimmune. But I had COVID-19 back in December of 2019 before they had the vaccines. And then I got vaccinated and I got Delta in November of 2021, this last November. And they told me that I was like at 78% when they did my immune test. So even didn't get a chance to get the booster. And it's sort of like, okay, I've done what I was supposed to do, but I already knew I was a really dangerous, complex immunity system because I had the immune system of a gnat. I still have the immune system of a gnat because they did tests on me afterwards and they can't even figure them out. So I, of course, am still nervous about this Omicron. But it's not just that. Now they have the Flurona. And I'm like, okay, so we're seeing that viruses are enjoying piggybacking on each other. And let's see what other shorthand name they'll come up with. But the reality is we're having viruses that are actually cooperating with each other. And even though they're not a living being, they attach to living beings. They attach to humans. They attach to animals. They attach to mammals. I mean, they attach to... I'm not sure if they do to sea life or whatever, but who knows? I mean, everything else is doing it that way. I don't know. It's just, I think about how our world has changed so much and how today, is January 5th and how a year ago tomorrow, our country came to an end. I mean, it's like, wow, who would have thought I would live to experience all this? And who would have thought that the children of today would have to go through such horrific things? We just had the terrible murders here in Oxford, Michigan. It doesn't seem like we're doing too well with the way we have been doing things. And it just seems like there's got to be some kind of change because going back didn't work. It's never going to work. I mean, we didn't do anything right apparently before because things are increasing. And now, I don't know. I'm hoping that we have some kind of answer. I hope everybody stays well and safe. I hope everybody can continue with a life. I really and truly do. I just don't really know how a lot of people can do it. That's just how I think. Bye-bye.